You notice something different today about me? I'm not wearing a heavy coat today. It's almost 60 degrees according to this thermometer, but I think it reads a little high. But things are melting nicely. Of course, we still got tons of snow out here. But what I'm going to do today is we're going in the shed and get a piece of cardboard to lay on. I want to check that rear bumper on the truck and see how much of a job it's going to be to take off. If it becomes a problem like it did with the van, I'm going to have it burned off. And that's not going to be good. I was looking online, and I can get an aftermarket bumper for roughly around 120 bucks with free shipping. But I'm not sure about the mounting. It says something about you have to have some kind of a mounting hardware or something for it. So it may not just bolt on there. So the junkyards want to rip me off for 600 bucks, new aftermarket, which is insane. They're a bunch of crooks anyways. When I can get aftermarket for roughly around 125 bucks, and they go up from there. But this is black, and it does not have to be chrome, as long as it fits. So a day like this, I could do something like that. But I'm looking into it, and I'm just checking out the bolts now and see how hard it is to get the old bumper off. It may be a job that I'm not able to do, and I'm stuck having a garage do it. But we'll find out. We're going to go underneath the truck now and take a look at it. Right, well, as you can plainly see, we're in pretty bad shape here. We are in pretty bad shape. I'm going to go up underneath here now. Alright, I hope I don't get a face full of water here. I'm not too worried about the ball and stuff for the towing, because that was on the truck when I got it, and I don't care about that. It looks like it's bolted. I don't know if you can see that because the camera's backlit because of the siding on the house is making it. We're getting some water coming in here now. It's causing the camera to let's get some light on here. We'll get the Harbor Freight light here. Alright, there's a bolt here. That's bolted to a little short piece of frame. And then, of course, the bracket bolted down at the bottom. Now, my problem would be when I put a wrench in there, and if this hex head spins out in the square opening over here, like it did on the van, then I'll have to have them cut off, because I don't want to cut the brackets. I'm hoping the aftermarket will fit right in here. But I don't really know, because this part here, I don't know if it comes with the aftermarket bumper or not. It's hard to tell by the picture, because the picture shows this part, but it might not include this. There's a bolt way the hell down here. That's going to be very hard to get at. So I would imagine I'd probably have to take off this piece here and take it out as one unit and then separate it on the outside. Now, judging from the top, I remember making a comment, if you watched the other video on my Spindle Legs channel, I said that the top didn't look too bad. Well, it's hard to tell. The top, this is the top here we're looking at, all through here, and it seems to be okay. I'm dripping water here, so I don't want to get it in my camera lens. So, it's a face of it. As you can see, you got daylight coming through here. So it's the face here that is the bad part, here and here. And over here, this is not going to be in focus, I don't think. They got a bolt up in here, and it's bolted here to this piece. So I probably have to remove this and this as one unit and then separate it on the outside. With my luck, I'll probably have to chisel it off and spend a week banging the bolts off with a cold chisel, because I don't have cutting torches and I don't know how to even use them if I had them. So that's the story. I was originally going to make a wooden bumper, but so I can get an aftermarket, and if I can get it for $125 to no more than $200, no more than $200, I'll go for it. So a junkyard last year where I got the bumper for the van, he had a diamond plate step bumper he was going to sell me for $100. This was another junkyard, but it would probably be all rotted out anyways, so I'm not going to fart around with a used bumper. And you can get them delivered from down south where there is no salt eating them up, but you're going to pay several $100s to have it shipped up here. So we'll order an aftermarket if I can get it. And like everything else, it's made in China, but it'll last as long as I'm going to have this truck, because I got to get on to the bodywork of the van here. On the van, we accidentally bumped into something and crushed this end. We got to, I'll probably put some sheet metal over the top of that, pop rivets and Bondo glass, and redo that again. But all down here where I did, everything is starting to come through again. This corner is inside of the corner is fine. It's just as good as the day I did it, but over here it's starting to go. And these keep coming, rusting through. Over here, here, and then through here, and down here. I don't know how many times I've kept putting neutral rust or whatever you want to call it on there, and down here, so, and up through here. So the whole, you know, it's just like a losing battle on these vehicles. And that's why I hate doing body work, because it just doesn't hold up. Yeah, we'll pull this out a little bit here. Let's see if I can look up underneath there. And, we got damn water all over the place. I'll be laying in it. I got my good shirt on. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, here's a bolt here. And water coming out of that fender. And this bracket. The question is, can I remove them bolts up there, right where my light is, where my hands, right where my finger is up there? The question is, can I remove that? Are they going to come out, or are they going to round off on me? I would say they're not going to come off. You see, when you got a torch and you know how to use it and you have all that equipment, piece of cake, you just cut them off. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do, is probably take that bracket off, because that's bolted to the frame, and then remove this whole shebang as a unit and then separate it. My only question is the aftermarket bumper going to fit directly on? Is it a bolt-on, or is it, do I have to buy this and buy that? And, you know, that's the story of my life. So we'll see. I'll do some more research on it and see if I can get any information. Maybe some of you guys out there might be able to tell me whether or not an aftermarket bumper will fit on this without buying any more brackets. I want to use the same brackets I got here.